Now on CoastTV News.
We've seen some much needed rain overnight for Delmarva. Not a lot, but definitely helping with the drought conditions. We'll see the sun later today and then a dry and warmer weekend on the way. Forecast details coming up.
For all, look at the talks in Milton to create more affordable housing options in the town.
Efforts to prevent deadly overdoses. The new system Georgetown is implementing to keep people safe.
And wildfires continue to rage across the tri-state area. A look at the ongoing battle to control this fire along the New York-New Jersey border.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Friday, November 15th. Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Thanks for joining us for our 6 o'clock hour.
Definitely. It's been a great 5 o'clock hour, Elisa, because we've been talking about the rain, but then we kind of forgot that we've been a little too friendly with each other this last hour.
We need to dial back the friendship a little bit.
It's hard to do.
Because Maryland, your Maryland Terps, play my Rutgers Scarlet Knights tomorrow.
That's exciting. So we can still be friends today, but tomorrow...
Oh, tomorrow I'm not talking to you.
Tomorrow's going to be rough. And then Monday we'll be friends again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sports is nice. Sometimes just a little break.
Yeah.
And then you got to put it in the past.
Other Maryland Rutgers fans, friends get it, so, you know, it's tough. But you know who doesn't care about either game, probably, or either team? Is Bob.
Yeah, he's neutral in this.
Yeah, I think so. Bob.
Are you rooting for someone?
Who are you siding with?
Yeah.
Ladies, I am Switzerland. I'm right in the middle. I am neutral. I've been focusing on the weather and the rain we've been seeing, and boy, is it great to see the rain once again. Not a lot, but definitely showers out there from Crooked Hat to Georgetown, Millsboro, Lewis, and Ocean View. Light showers. Watch for wet roads this morning. Willard's also seeing the rain back to Newark and Ocean Pines. Eastern Shore, you've got some rain in Taylor's Island right now, back towards the Chesapeake Bay. Heavier rain, southern tip of Delmarva into the Newport News area in eastern North Carolina, where there is surface low pressure. Out the door, we're looking at temperatures into the 40s and 50s, so chilly showers out there. We're looking at a northeast wind, not too strong. Here's Futurecast this morning. We've got the showers, especially Sussex County and back into areas around Maryland. Otherwise, we'll start to dry things out this morning, and we'll start to get into sunshine this afternoon. Then the wind shift to the northwest, looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 50s and getting pretty chilly for this evening. If you're riding the ferry over to Cape May and back, bring the raincoat just in case. Looking at some showers early on. Chilly temperatures only in the 50s, and the sun coming out later this morning, and a little breezy at times too.
Bob, thank you so much. New this morning, unrelenting wildfires continue to rage as firefighters slowly get a handle on the Jennings Creek fire along the New York and New Jersey border. Officials saying thousands of acres have already burned along that border. About 50% of the fire on the New Jersey side is contained. On the New York side, the fire is about 30% contained.
And happening today in Milton, the Affordable Housing Committee is working on how to possibly add accessory dwelling units. And also on the agenda, the committee is looking into how the town could partner with a nonprofit housing entity.
Also happening today in Rehoboth Beach, commissioners are set to discuss the rising construction costs of the new beach patrol station. Now, originally that project was supposed to cost around $4.9 million, but the city reported back in July the project was $550,000 over budget due to subsurface challenges. So now the city is looking at spending $5.5 million on the project. Today, commissioners are going to look at spreading the new cost of the beach patrol over a several-year period instead of just 2 budget cycles as they originally planned.
And in Dewey Beach today, the town officials will discuss regulations surrounding tents and canopies on the beach. And according to the agenda, the Charter and Code Review Committee will present recommendations to town officials. Coastal communities with beach tent bans include Rehoboth Beach and Bethany Beach, while other towns like Fenwick Island allow these structures but with regulations. The town council meeting will take place today at 3 p.m.
Happening now, 3 teens are facing charges after Milford police say they were arrested for a shooting in the Brightway Commons area. Police say the shooting damaged a car and a building, but no one was injured during that shooting.
And according to the Bethany Beach police, a waiter is facing charges after they were arrested for allegedly stealing credit cards from customers. Police say it happened at Rope Walk in Bethany Beach, and according to officials, when a table of 5 gave 26-year-old Ezekiel Narcisse their credit cards to pay the bill, he took information from 4 of them. Police say he actually turned himself in and is now facing felony charges.
Helping those in the grips of addiction, that's the goal of 5 new harm reduction vending machines that have been placed throughout the first state. One of those machines was placed at the Pallet Village in Georgetown. That's a place for the homeless. Program manager Trish Hill says that this is a great addition for everyone in the community.
This gives people a little bit of privacy. You know, there's some people, they don't want to come up to somebody and say, you know, I need such and such. But when they're here, they can, be free to take what they need. Everything is free.
So again, to receive an item, all you need to do is put your zip code and the number of items that you want. We'll have more on this story on our website, CoastTV.com. But this does bring us now to our Coast TV poll. We've been asking you, where should vending machines with addiction resources be placed?
And so far, the majority of you say at 58% shelters, and then at 27% we have public parks, 5% community centers, 9% is boardwalks, and hospitals are 1%. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at CoastTV.com or on the mobile app.
We are now going to take a live look at our nation's capital. It's there that Matt Gaetz resigned from the U.S. House of Representatives, and this is following Donald Trump-elect putting him as an appointment for his future cabinet. Now, NBC's Bree Jackson has more on lawmakers on Capitol Hill as they weigh in on whether Gaetz and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. can survive the Senate confirmation process.
Welcome the President of the United States. President-elect Trump announcing more picks for his administration, choosing North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum to head the Department of Interior.
We're going to do things with energy and with land, interior, that is going to be incredible.
Trump also selecting Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be his next Secretary of Health and Human Services.
If you like health and if you like people that live a long time, it's the most important position. RFK Jr. Bobby.
While the 70-year-old has been a vocal critic of COVID vaccines and childhood immunizations, he told NBC News last week that he would not block any vaccines.
Are there specific vaccines that you would seek to take off the market?
Oh, I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine.
Some lawmakers are skeptical.
I'd like to see more of his opinions, more of his thoughts on different matters, but the anti-vaccine mantra scares me a lot.
There are also concerns about the president-elect's choice for Attorney General, Matt Gaetz. He resigned from Congress this week, bringing an end to the House Ethics Committee's investigation into sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and other allegations. Gaetz has denied any wrongdoing amid growing calls for the ethics report to be released.
Well, my guess is at some point it gets out there.
Some senators want details from the Ethics Committee now to see if there is any damaging information. Others say let the confirmation process play out. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, I'm sorry, Paige, but the victory flight continues for the Philadelphia Eagles. Thursday Night Football saw the Birds face off against the Washington Commanders in South Philly. And after a slight lead in the first quarter, the Washington Commanders, I'm sorry, Paige, saw a defeat with the final score of 26-18. The Commanders are now 7-4 and the Eagles are 8-2, and we will have more on this later on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, maybe next time. All right, we're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Bethany Beach is fighting flooding. We'll tell you how the town says future construction could be impacted by a new requirement.
Also ahead, drought on Delmarva. The peninsula is finally seeing some rain, but we'll tell you why some farmers may not be in the clear just yet.
And the Federal Reserve reviews interest rates. Will tell you what the agency's chair predicts for the future based on what he says are the current economic trends. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, suites, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
Introducing the future of crawl space restoration. DryTech is joining the teams of Delaware Crawl Space and Guardian Crawl Space. 3 trusted companies in the industry are coming together to serve you better, serving a larger area across Delmarva. Independently, with over 40 years of experience in environmental, health, and construction, our team provides exceptional crawl space solutions.
Dave and I have been blessed to call this place home our entire lives. We love serving the people of this community.
And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, suites, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
Just about 6:11 on this Friday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Cam, a wet boardwalk right now. For good reason, we've got showers out there right now all across the area. Eastern half of Sussex County especially seeing some showers down into the Maryland area towards the coast near Ocean Pines, and also a few showers across the eastern shore with heavier rain, southern tip of Delmarva, and then back into areas of eastern North Carolina. Out the door, that's a chilly rain. Make sure you grab the umbrella. Take it slow. The roads are wet, 40s and 50s, and we've got a northeast breeze along the coast, and that means we could be looking at some coastal flooding with high tide. A good time to grab that extra large pumpkin spice latte. A little wet this morning, but then drying out this afternoon with highs into the upper 50s by about 4 o'clock with some sunshine.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. The Ocean City Police Department is collecting new unwrapped toys for its annual holiday toy drive. The agency saying the event will benefit Worcester County Gold's Helping Hands for the Holidays program. Donations include teen gifts like clothing and shoes, and they can all be dropped off at the Public Safety Building until December 11th.
All aboard for some holiday fun, because starting November 30th, the Delaware Seaside Railroad Club is bringing its 13th annual holiday model train display to the Georgetown Public Library. This exhibit chugs along every Saturday through December 21st from 10 a.m. to 1:45 p.m., and it's free.
More interest rate cuts are likely, that's according to Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Powell suggesting the cuts might not be that much lower over just the next few months, but Powell did say more rate cuts are likely underway because the economy's current trends and dynamics are expected to remain in place, at least for the short run.
And Ford is getting hit with a staggering $165 million fine for its response in recalling vehicles with faulty rearview cameras. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says after a 3-year investigation, it found that the company moved too slowly to report and address the issue of cameras sometimes going blank. And Ford says there were no deaths or injuries related to the recall, but it will pay the fine and meet the requirements to prevent similar future delays.
Still ahead this morning, the drought on Delmarva, what some farmers say has been one benefit of the dry weather.
And a little relief from the drought overnight with some much needed rain, and cloudy in Cambridge. You've got showers in your vicinity. So with the much needed rain overnight, that is helping with the drought a little bit. The sun does return later this afternoon with chilly conditions and then a warmer weekend, and it will be a drier one as well. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
For over 50 years, our mission at Herker Property Maintenance has been very clear. Deliver exceptional curb appeal to neighborhoods, businesses, and property management. Our team of highly trained professionals are committed to making your properties look attractive, clean, and professional, limiting your risk of issues arising. From landscaping to full-service exterior maintenance, Herker's your one-stop solution. Send your RFP to Herker Property Maintenance now and discover how Herker can save you thousands and elevate your property curb appeal.
Good night, girls.
Good night, Dad. Come on, let's go. Are you ready to sew some carpet? And LVP. Okay, I'm ready. What about our clothes? Let's do it. We have tons of carpet that's really nice. We have cash and carry LVP, as low as $1.99.
I'll take both. Maybe you girls are ready.
Wait, was that a dream?
Matt the Carpet Guy, the flooring of your dreams done right.
Hey Delaware, Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up with Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino to place your football bets on the go. Download the app today.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
The time is now 6:15 and we're going to take a live look outside into Lewis. And Bob, it's been cold this week. You said this weekend it might be a little bit warmer. How warm are we talking?
Oh, 80s.
Oh, wow.
Beach weather, gorgeous, sunshine. No, it's not going to be that warm. It'll be warmer than recently, probably in the 60s. But let's back up and talk about the rain, and it was great to see the rain. Millsboro, 1,400 so far, so not a lot, but it definitely helps with the drought conditions. Delmar, 1,300s, 1,200s in Laurel, about 1/10 of an inch in Georgetown. Seaford, only 700s, and Lewis, 200s. We continue to see the showers, not all that heavy, but they're out there. Georgetown through Milton, Lewis, and Gumboro as well. We have it along the coast too. Dewey Beach down to Ocean View, some showers there. Once again, nothing all that heavy, but leave extra time to get to your destination this morning. We do have the wet roads. Pittsville through Newark, seeing some showers. Also Cinnapunxet. Much of the eastern shore is dry, but down to Deal Island, you're seeing some of the showers. And then the heavier rain, southern tip of Delmarva down into the Norfolk area. So if you're taking the bridge tunnel, that's where the heavier rain is into eastern North Carolina with low pressure spinning off the coast. Otherwise, it's high pressure behind this system, and that will be building in for this upcoming weekend. Once again, we have had the severe drought conditions. This is the latest drought monitor. So even though we're seeing the rain, you still have to be careful out there as we go through time. Temperatures out the door, 48 in Delmar and Georgetown, 48 in Milton, 53 in Bethany Beach. And we do have a northeast wind, pretty gusty along the coast, and that is piling up the water a little bit in that time of high tide and a full moon. We could be looking at some coastal flooding, especially in some of those vulnerable lower spots. So a coastal flood advisory, Kent and Sussex counties until noon today, and then into the Maryland coast, Accomack and Worcester counties until 1 o'clock. So be careful. Remember, a time of high tide, maybe a little bit of flooding there. Here's Futurecast. Mid-morning, we start to see the showers moving out. Otherwise, cloudy skies. We'll start to see some bluer skies by noon and kind of cool temperatures in the 50s. And then by 2:30, 57 in Millsboro, Dewey Beach 54, Fenwick Island 55, and then cooling down through the 50s this evening. Pretty chilly for Friday night lights with those temperatures dipping into the 40s and a breeze as well. For your Saturday morning, we're looking at temperatures beginning in the 40s, and then Saturday afternoon, pretty chilly, sunshine, but a northwest breeze and temperatures only near 60 degrees. And then as we go into your Sunday morning, want to bundle up heading out to church, looking at 30s and 40s to start. And then by Sunday afternoon, we're looking at temperatures in the lower 60s. Once again, those winds on shore causing a little bit of flooding, and then they shift to the north and west this evening, and then they get gusty as we go through the upcoming weekend. Late morning tomorrow, gusting nearly 30 miles per hour, so you want to bundle up, even though we'll see lots of sunshine. We're thinking the next chance of rain comes the middle part of next week, especially later Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday as well. So let's hope that comes and continues to reduce our drought conditions. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. We've got 57 with the rain this morning. And then lots of sunshine for Saturday, 62. A few more clouds Sunday, 64. Monday, pretty mild, 68. That's ahead of a cold front. It does cool down a little bit after that. Then it looks like another rain chance as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. Cooler Thursday with the rain and a high of 59.
Thank you, Bob. And while the no rain streak ended at day 44, technically the drought on Delmarva is still ongoing. And at this point, some farmers on Delmarva are nearing the end of their harvest season. The stretch of dry weather has caused crop yields to suffer, especially for crops like soybeans and corn. Farmers say they're having to irrigate more than normal, which equals more time and more money. Some farmers are worried about next season because certain crops like wheat and barley that would normally be planted now are not able to be, which will hurt next summer's yields.
It's not a good feeling. I mean, last year was a great year. We had, great crops. Overall, we had the rains just when we needed them, and prices were really good last year. And you come into this year, and it's been a struggle overall.
And farmers say one benefit of the dry weather has allowed them to actually do more work outside than ever before.
And the holiday season is here. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but for some people it can be a difficult time. And that's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help bring the Christmas spirit to everyone, but we need your support to make that happen.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. All the money you donate goes to local nonprofit organizations, which give gifts to children this holiday season.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva because WBOC covers all administrative costs.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least $1,000. And as our thank you, we'll list your business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amount given in increments of $1,000.
And you can donate by sending a check or money order to address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Up next on Coast TV News today, Dewey Beach fights flooding. We'll tell you about the new requirement the town is set to discuss aimed at protecting construction from damage.
Happy Friday! Don't go anywhere because your cool things to do are coming up next.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Window World at Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a 10-window package for only $121.81 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Remember, first to call, first to install.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with our experienced team. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down. Call today and elevate your space with outdoor lighting by Bellaterra.
The best of the best pre-owned vehicles are at IGBurton.com, Delmarva's pre-owned headquarters. We sell only the best of the best, cars, trucks, and SUVs. And IG Burton will pay you top dollar for your trade-in, no matter what you drive. Shop the best of the best pre-owned vehicles right now at IGBurton.com. From vehicles under $10,000 to vehicles over $100,000. You'll find what you're looking for at IGBurton.com. Nobody beats a Burton deal on pre-owned. Nobody.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
For professionalism, craftsmanship, and quality products at the best price, choose Window World.
If you need a new roof or windows or siding, just give them a call. I was very pleased and would recommend them to everyone.
Call Window World today.
Flooding in Dewey Beach has been a consistent problem and happening today. The town's trying to make a change for future Dewey homeowners. You can see the flood zones in town which are impacting future construction. New houses could have new freeboard requirements. Freeboards raise the house off the ground. The new requirement could be 1 to 3 feet higher if the town council decides to change its code.
So the issue is if you have a house and your next door neighbor buys the lot next to the house next to you and they tear it down and they build a house and all of a sudden it's 2 or 3 feet taller than yours, you're like, well, town, what are you doing? You're not observing your own zoning codes. We're trying to keep up with flooding and mitigate that issue, as well as try to keep everybody on the same playing field.
So any way that the city can enforce codes or add new codes to raise things up will help the damage to the structures.
No, the town is set to discuss freeboard requirements coming up this evening. Right now, though, it's time for another look at our forecast. We're bringing back in Bob Trihey.
I know we actually were waking up to some rain this morning.
Yeah, a little different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I loved it. It smelled fresh out there. A really nice change of pace, ladies. And on the beaches this morning, we are looking at a little bit of rain out there, but it clears up during the day. Here's Assateague and Chincoteague. Some rain early. Then you start to see a little bit of sun in Chincoteague midday. I think we're in the mid-50s there, and 50s as we go into the evening hours. Waves around 3 to 5 feet. UV index is low. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're starting out with rain, but drying out into the afternoon with sunshine and temperatures into the 50s. On the bay side, the next 3 days, 57 today in Cambridge, but then warming up into the weekend through the 60s. A little rainy to start in Crisfield today, but a milder weekend for you. I'll have much more on your forecast with more rain chances on the way into next week. That's coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. It's getting cold, but if you're looking for some warm activity to do this weekend, we've got everything you need to know.
Christina DeRobertis has this week's cool things to do.
The fall fun continues this weekend, but life along the coast means you can always sneak in a touch of summer. How about taking a cruise from Lewis to Milton along the Broadkill River? Cape Water Tours and Taxi will take you on a 26-mile adventure through wetlands and salt marshes inside the beautiful Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge. The boat sets sail at 10:30 a.m. from Lewis. Join the Friends of Cape Henlopen for their annual Holiday Boutique and Book Sale until 2 on Saturday. It will be at the Officers Club in Cape Henlopen State Park. It's a great place to find some holiday gifts. Just like the Creative Market on Sunday at the Cambria Hotel in Rehoboth Beach. Unique handcrafted items will be available, plus you can treat yourself to a meal and drink at the Veranda Restaurant and Bar after. Finally, Yappy Hour. Victoria's Restaurant in Rehoboth is hosting a doggy social from 3 to 6 Sunday on the Plaza Pub deck. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
I needed to do some safe floor. I slipped in my old floor and I broke my kneecap. I called Pinnacle, they came. The team was very professional. And then when I came home 2 o'clock, my garage was done. That's the best part. I loved it. Pinnacle did a really great job. They did this beautiful floor and safe to walk. Call Pinnacle, you will not be disappointed. You'll be happy like I am.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league. We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference. We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Now on Coast TV News. We've seen some much needed rain overnight for Delmarva. Not a lot, but it definitely helps the drought conditions. We'll see the sun later today with a dry and warmer weekend on the way. Forecast details coming up.
This paved parking future, how local stores will be affected as the town expands its parking options.
And paying for the pricey new Rehoboth Beach Patrol station, how the city is looking to finance the over-budget construction.
Efforts to extinguish this destructive fire in the tri-state area, how much of New Jersey and New York have already been damaged by this blaze.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Thank you for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It's almost 6:30 on this Friday morning.
Definitely. You know, one thing I love that Bob said earlier is it smells fresh outside.
It does.
Yes.
It does. We needed the rain to dry. Yeah.
It kind of softens the blow because you walk outside and you're cold and you're like, oh, but it actually feels maybe like spring a little bit, early spring.
Yeah, I mean, like last week it was so warm. Now it's cold. I still don't have my heat on though, but I did add an extra blanket onto my bed.
I did the same exact thing. I think I'm in denial. Bob, have you turned your heat on yet? I'd be curious.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have that setting on my thermostat where it's the heat and the cool, and you have that little barrier in between, the little range, the margin, I should say. But great to see the rain this morning and the smell of pine, and oh, it just smelled so good this morning, so fresh. And we still have the rain out there this morning, some light showers from Georgetown up to Lewis, Ocean View, Gumboro as well. Farther south, Pittsville, Ocean Pines, seeing some scattered showers there. Also a few showers from Deal Island up to Taylor's Island. Otherwise, we're dry around the Cambridge area. We are seeing heavy rain southern tip of Delmarva into the eastern shore, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's where low pressure is, and that's where the heaviest rain is. We're looking at 40s out the door, inland areas 48 Salisbury to Georgetown, 53 in Ocean City, 53 in Bethany Beach, and the winds are coming on shore. They're coming in out of the northeast, so watch for a little flooding at time of high tide along the coast. With the full moon, it could get a little worse. Otherwise, we are seeing showers into Maryland this morning, and then we're drying out as we go through the morning hours. And then into the afternoon, we see sunshine. It'll be breezy with temperatures into the upper 50s, getting pretty chilly into this evening. For the kiddos at the bus stop, be careful out there. Scattered showers, 47. Make sure they have their umbrella. Then heading home, we're looking at breezy and cool conditions for them, and 56 degrees.
And new this morning, unrelenting wildfires continue to rage as firefighters slowly get a handle on the Jennings Creek fire along the New York and New Jersey border. Officials say thousands of acres have burned along that border, and so far about 50% of the fire on the New Jersey side is contained, but on the New York side, only about 30% of that fire is contained.
Happening today in Milton, the Affordable Housing Committee working on how to possibly add accessory dwelling units. Also on their agenda, the committee is looking into how the town could partner with a nonprofit housing entity.
And also happening today, Rehoboth Beach commissioners are set to discuss the rising construction cost of the new beach patrol station. Originally, the project was supposed to only cost $4.9 million, but the city reported in July the project was $550,000 over budget due to subsurface challenges. Now, the city is looking at spending $5.5 million on the project, and state commissioners are going to look at spreading the new cost of the beach patrol over a several-year period instead of just over 2 budget cycles as originally planned.
And in Dewey Beach today, town officials there will be discussing regulations surrounding tents and canopies on the beach. According to their agenda, the Charter and Code Review Committee will be presenting recommendations to town officials. Coastal communities currently with beach tent bans include Rehoboth Beach and Bethany Beach. Others like Fenwick Island, they do allow these structures with regulations. The town council meeting is at 3 p.m. today.
And $1 a ticket, those are the extra charge Milton businesses could have to pay to maintain parking in the area. And the Finance Committee met on Thursday, again looking over plans for what's called a parking impact fee.
The charge would be tacked onto tickets for shows and events. As CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, there has been some pushback against this idea.
Some businesses in Milton will now have to pay a parking impact fee. That's what the town's finance committee agreed on Thursday, and it's getting lots of reaction from the businesses and the people who live there. Michaela Coffero has called Milton home for 2 decades and doesn't want the stores and shops to be affected.
Let's do what other towns do. You pay for your parking.
So what does this all mean? Well, this new fee of $1 or less will be tacked on to each ticket sold for events downtown. Shops and stores won't see any difference, but the Milton Theater is likely to take the brunt of this financial hit. And all this comes from the town wanting to fund more parking lots and spaces in the area. JP LeCap works at the Milton Theater and says the fees are going to have a much bigger impact on revenue than the people realize.
It's easily $5,000 to $7,000 monthly for us.
But in a previous interview with CoastTV just last month, Milton Mayor John Collier defended the plan, saying,
The whole idea of it is it's more or less looking at an impact fee and how the town is going to recover the costs to create the parking.
While Milton is known for its historic small town feel, it looks like they could be adapting to some newer ideas when it comes to parking. At the end of the meeting, the Finance Committee decided they're going to send it over to the Town Council to further discuss the logistics. But from the people who were at the meeting, they don't want these businesses to be taxed and would rather have the people themselves pay for their own parking. In Milton, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Happening now, 3 teenagers are facing charges after Milford police say they were arrested following a shooting in the Brightway Commons. Police say the shooting damaged a car as well as a building, but thankfully, police say no one was injured during the shooting.
In Bethany Beach, police say a waiter is now facing charges after they were arrested for allegedly stealing credit cards from customers. Police say it happened at the Rope Walk in Bethany Beach, and according to officials, when a table of 5 gave 26-year-old Ezekiel Narcisse their credit cards to pay for the bill, he took information from 4 of them. Police say he did turn himself in and is now facing felony charges.
We're now going to take a live look at our nation's capital this morning. It's right there that Matt Gaetz resigned from the U.S. House of Representatives following President-elect Trump's announcement nominating him as Attorney General in the upcoming administration. Gaetz reportedly faced a House Ethics Committee investigation surrounding sexual misconduct and drug use, which that has since come to a halt. And next, one-time presidential candidate R.F. Kennedy was announced as President-elect Trump's pick for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill, they're now weighing in on whether Gaetz and Kennedy Jr. can even survive the Senate confirmation process.
Oh, I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine.
I'd like to see more of his opinions, more of his thoughts on different matters, but the anti-vaccine mantra scares me a lot.
Capitol Hill remains divided as some senators want details from the Ethics Committee now. Others say let the confirmation process play out.
And we have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere.
Still ahead this morning, teaming up for Tyler. We're showing you an event to support one Delmarva teen in recovery after a tragic crash over the summer.
And the Eagles overcome a scare against Washington. We'll show you highlights from that Thursday night game in Philly.
And a very anticipated adoption event is back on Delmarva this holiday season. We're going to tell you when the Brandywine Valley SPCA says you'll have the chance to find your forever friend. Stick with us on CoastTV News Today.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid Toilet Bowl Cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
6:39 on this cloudy, somewhat wet Friday morning. Here's our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp from Laurel. 47. We've got the showers out there. Not especially heavy. Seeing those from Georgetown to Lewis, down to Millsboro, Fenwick Island as well. Also a few into areas of Maryland around Pittsville, Ocean Pines, seeing some showers. And the Eastern Shore also seeing some showers. The heavier rain as you head down into Norfolk and to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's where we have low pressure right now. Temperatures are into the 40s. It's a cold rain where it is raining. We've got 50s at the coast, and we've got a northeast wind as well. Watch for some coastal flooding, especially at time of high tide. Your drivecast this morning, I did give it the yellow light. Watch for wet roads. Leave extra time to get to your destination. Showers. And then this afternoon, much better. Green light for the evening commute, breezy and cool. Umbrella giveaway winner is Larry Donovan from Lewis. Enjoy your new umbrella, Larry. And that's courtesy of Paul Davis and CoastTV.
Bob, thank you. The Ocean City Police Department is collecting new unwrapped toys for its annual holiday toy drive. The agency saying this event will benefit Worcester County Gold's Helping Hands for the Holidays program. Donations include teen gifts like clothing and shoes, and they can all be dropped off at the Public Safety Building until December 11th.
And all aboard for some holiday fun, because starting November 30th, the Delaware Seaside Railroad Club is bringing its 13th annual holiday model train display to the Georgetown Public Library. This exhibit chugs along every Saturday through December 21st from 10 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. and it's free.
Sounds good. And the highly anticipated Brandywine Valley SPCA mega adoption is making its return. Hundreds of pets will be looking for their forever homes this holiday season. On December 14th and 15th, you can bring home a new family member for just $35. This event is happening at all SPCA locations. There are 2 in Georgetown.
And Sunday Night Football is back on CoastTV. This week, tune in to watch the Bengals take on the Chargers. All that action starts at 7 p.m. right here on CoastTV, and then stay tuned for your local news.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, the top 2 teams of the NFC East faced off last night, and the Birds remain atop the heap. First quarter, rookie sensation Jaden Daniels shoots a pass out to Austin Eckler, who turns upfield and takes Zach Braun for a ride. Kitty up, 33-yard gain for Washington into the red zone. A couple plays later, Daniels feeding the running back Brian Robinson Jr. from a yard out, and the Commanders take the early 7-0 lead. Take another look as the Eagles defense stands them up, but here come the Hogs. I know the true Washington fans, you love seeing that. Sam Cosby and others pushing him to pay dirt. Now we go to the 4th. Philly, they can do that too. The tush push. Jalen Hurts propelled into the end zone. Eagles lead for the first time. It's 12-10. Now 19-10 after a Saquon Barkley touchdown. Daniels going to be intercepted by Reed Blankenship. Philly takes over in plus territory. Rough night for the Rook, just 191 yards through the air. This INT and a touchdown. And then the Birds, well, they were just having fun with it. Philadelphia improves to 8-2 on the season, and Barkley put the icing on the cake. 146 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns for Penn State's own. Philly goes on to win it 26-18. As for our football coverage tonight in the Shore, heading over to DSN for Down and Distance at 5 p.m., followed by Decatur and Waihi at 6. That'll do it for sports this morning.
And don't forget, coming up tonight on DSN at 5, catch Down and Distance. 5:30, Scoops and Scores, and your game of the night live at 6. Waihi will take on Stephen Decatur in playoff football. At 10:30, Elisa's favorite Nittany game week. It sneaks up on me. Matt always throws that in there as a joke. We don't like Penn State. Finally, 11, it's the final score. Your exclusive DSN Plus games at 6. Watch that game of the night we just mentioned at 7, only on DSN Plus. You can tune in to see Laurel face off against Caravel Academy in football.
And today in entertainment news, your first look at 2 highly anticipated movies featuring popular performances you may not have seen in a while. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
We were ambassadors for style and grace. The Las Vegas showgirl. The iconic American showgirl.
Pamela Anderson waxes nostalgic in the first teaser trailer for The Last Showgirl. She plays Shelley, whose Vegas show has closed after a 30-year run. Jamie Lee Curtis and Dave Bautista co-star. The Last Showgirl begins an Oscar-qualifying run December 13th and opens across the U.S. January 10th.
Mom! She's fine. It's not that bad. What is going on?
We were operatives for the CIA.
Like Jason Bourne?
Yeah, but we remember stuff. Yeah.
Remember Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx? They play retired spies whose cover is blown in Back in Action. It's Diaz's first film in 10 years after stepping away to raise her children, and Fox has kept a low profile since he was hospitalized while shooting this movie last year. Now both are back in the first teaser trailer for the film, which hits Netflix January 17th.
Just like old times, baby. Just like old times.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A wet and windy start at the beaches. Here's Lewis. You can see the flags whipping in the wind. Pretty gloomy out there. We had the much needed rain overnight. That's definitely helping with the drought conditions. The sun does return later today with chilly conditions and then a warmer weekend on the way. It will be dry. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
I have convinced Bobby to get on the dating apps. At your age? Oh my gosh, that is so brave. And you're brave to say that. I'm out.
Happy's Place, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Oh my God, I have no friends.
You have one friend. Your mom, not me.
Tonight, good friends are hard to find.
What the hell is that?
I didn't wear these shorty shorts for these cheeks not to be clapping, okay?
Lopez versus Lopez, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Buy an exciting new 25 Camry with low 3.99 APR financing, or get low APR financing on a stylish new Corolla sedan.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com. Foul odors, discolored water. Are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free. 877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
It's now 6:47 on your Friday. We're taking a live look right now at Rehoboth Beach. Looking nice there, Bob. You know, Bob, I was thinking earlier, I think I might have to put my Christmas lights out now because it's only going to get colder, right?
Well, yeah, you know, not too bad for the weekend, actually, Paige. You know, I think we are going to warm things up and we'll be in the 60s. So all in all, really not all that bad. Today, a little chilly. Weekend, not too bad. But great to see that rain overnight. It smelled so fresh this morning. Millsboro, 1/1400ths of an inch, 1300ths in Delmar. So not a lot of rain, but, you know, just enough to help a little bit. Laurel, 1200ths, a 1/10 of an inch in Georgetown. A few hundredths in Seaford, and Lewis picking up 4/100ths of an inch. And we still have a little bit of rain out there. This is our 4-hour radar replay. You can see the rain was more widespread earlier, and now it's just becoming more scattered. But seeing that around Georgetown, back through Lewis, Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island, also seeing the showers, just very light. And then down into Maryland, Pittsville, Ocean Pines, seeing some light rain around Ocean City as well. And around Cambridge, you're dry right now, but a little bit of rain moving in from Virginia. We have heavier rain, southern tip of Delmarva. If you're taking the bridge tunnel down into Norfolk, that's where the heavier rain is. And that extends down into the eastern shore, the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and it's windy there too with low pressure. So we're just kind of on the edge of this system. system here. Then once this moves through, we're in the clear because we're looking at high pressure developing across the plains, and that'll be our weekend weather. Here's the drought monitor from yesterday. Still bad news. We're still in severe drought, but these little bouts of rain certainly are helping. It is chilly out the door. 48 in Salisbury and Delmarva, 46 in Seaford, 53 in Ocean City, and Rehoboth right now you're at 51. And we've got stronger winds at the beaches, and that's tending to pile up the water a little bit. We're seeing wind gusts up to 24 Indian River Inlet, so that, coupled with high tide and a full moon, could give us some coastal flooding. Coastal flood advisory, Kent and Sussex counties until noon today, so watch out in those typical vulnerable spots. Some roads could be underwater near the beaches. That also goes down into the Ocean Pines area. The same for you. Coastal flood advisory till about 1 o'clock today. Here's Futurecast this morning. I think we'll see the rain start to move to the south and diminish through the morning. So mid-morning, we're looking at the clouds and temperatures in the 50s. We start to break up the clouds by noon with temperatures into the mid-50s and then upper 50s away from the coast around 2:30 and mid-50s along the coast, and then cooling down pretty quickly this evening through the 50s into the 40s. So bundle up if you're out and about. Then moving into your Saturday morning, it's chilly out the door. Temperatures in the 40s and sunshine for your Saturday, but it'll be a blustery day. Highs in the 50s, maybe around 60 in Long Neck. And then moving into your Sunday morning, we're looking at temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Bundle up on the way to church. And then in the afternoon, lower 60s inland. I think we're seeing some mid to high level clouds building in at that time. Once again, along the coast with that onshore wind, we are looking at some of that coastal flooding. Then the winds shift to the north and west and get pretty gusty as we go into your Saturday, 25 to 30 mile per hour winds, and that continues pretty much into Sunday as well. Our next rain chance comes the middle part of next week, later Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. So let's hope that that comes through. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 57 today with afternoon sunshine, morning rain, weekend warming through the 60s, more sun Saturday than clouds on Sunday, 68 on Monday. So pretty mild into next week, and then that next rain chance later Wednesday into Thursday, and cooler on Thursday with the rain and 59 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. And on Thursday night in Ocean City, the community came together to support Tyler Walsh. Walsh is a Stephen Decatur High School student who lost his leg in a hit-and-run motorcycle accident this summer. The Stronger in Orange fundraiser was organized by friends and family members tell CoastTV that Tyler is making progress in his recovery.
Man, we're pulling for him, and any bit of strength we can give him through support and love, that's why we're here.
And the event raised money to help make Tyler's home wheelchair accessible.
Time is now 6:51 this morning, and it's time once again to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA, and on your screen right now is Maple, possibly named that color because of her fur, beautiful orange fur, and Maple is friendly and adventurous kitty. She loves to look out and enjoys being pet. And if you want to adopt Maple or any other lovable pet, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
A great idea, something to do this weekend. And don't forget, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of your pets at home and tell us what makes them so special.
You can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
It is a wet Friday morning for some. Cambridge right now, cloudy skies for you, and we'll be seeing more in the way of sunshine as we go through the day. We start to dry things out, and especially so into the weekend. We do have more rain chances, however, as we go into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
What am I going to do for Christmas gifts this year?
Let's go to the pottery place.
For pottery and statues?
No, they have so much more. Let's go! From the smallest accent pieces to the largest gift ideas, the Pottery Place is your one-stop shop for the most unique finds this holiday season. Shop the largest selection of art, decor, kitchenware, novelties, stocking stuffers, and more. Winter hours starting November 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Let's go to the Pottery Place.
The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island, Delaware, a family tradition for over 50 years.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between.
From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Unrelenting wildfires continue to rage as firefighters slowly get a handle on the Jennings Creek fire along the New York and New Jersey border. Officials say thousands of acres have already been burned along the border. About 50% of the fire on the New Jersey side is contained so far. On the New York side, the fire is about 30% contained.
And today in Rehoboth Beach, commissioners are set to discuss the rising construction cost of the new beach patrol station. Originally, the project was supposed to cost $4.9 million, but the city reported in July the project was $550,000 over budget due to subsurface challenges. Now the city is looking at spending $5.5 million on the project, and today commissioners are going to look at the spreading the new cost of the beach patrol over a several-year period instead of just over 2 budget cycles.
Matt Gaetz has resigned from the U.S. House of Representatives following President-elect Trump's announcement nominating him as Attorney General in the upcoming administration. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced as President-elect Trump's pick for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are weighing in on whether Gaetz and Kennedy will get that Senate confirmation process. Capitol Hill remains divided as some senators want details from the Ethics Committee now. Others say we should let the confirmation process play out. All right, it is 6:56. Time for a look at your forecast now before you head out your door.
We're going to bring in First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trahey to tell us about our ever-changing weather. I feel like it's hard to predict.
It is.
Can be a little tricky sometimes, ladies. And this morning, well, it's kind of a slam dunk. Clouds, we've got the showers. Make sure you grab the umbrella out the door. We're seeing the rain beginning to diminish. It looks like it's now confined to areas of Delaware and northeast Maryland, Ocean Pines. You're seeing the rain back through Ocean View and Lewis as well. I think we'll see the rain for the next couple of hours. Then it will diminish. Just cloudy at 8 a.m., 47. And then the sun will come out today, but it will be chilly once again. Wind shifting to the northwest and temperatures topping out in the mid-50s. I'm going around 57 for the high. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Sunshine on Saturday, 62. A few more clouds Sunday, 64. Really mild on Monday, upper 60s. Mild through Wednesday. Now we have our next chance of showers later Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Right now looking like scattered showers cooling off through the 50s. And right now next weekend is looking dry and chilly with highs into the low to mid-50s.
You're not too bad, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great morning.